the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Portland Trailblazers at Moda Center. The fans and coaching staff have been very pleased with the way Portland's been playing. They've got to be pretty pleased with their adjustments during the offseason, as they've been playing excellent basketball early on. Tonight, they want to continue that winning attitude, and they're a team that feels they can win on any given night. And while we have a moment here, another discussion topic. Shaq, you are one of the most physical players the league has ever seen. Who would you say right now are the league's most physical players?
Sorry to correct you, Ernie. Not one of the most, the most. But anyway, Ernie,
you're not sorry to correct me. You take great pleasure in
correcting. So, and one of the most humblest.
Elbow sandwich, that's right. So let me go, Ernie. Let's see. Point guards, how about Russell Westbrook? Shooting guards, I'm going to go with maybe D. Wade or Lance Stevenson.
Okay.
And at the small forward,
that's easy.
I got to go with the greatest of the game, LeBron King James.
Well, since he took the smaller guys, which is unique, I'm going to take the power forwards. Blake Griffin. And you know what?
He's one of the league's most physical players?
Yeah, Blake Griffin. Yeah, he's physical. He just gets thrown around a lot sometimes. But
well, he's not physical. Crazy.
No, but he throws it around too, man.
He does not.
He throws it around.
Does not.
Yes, he does. He and Zach Randolph.
D-U-Z-N-O-T.
Yeah, I like
does
Zach.
not.
Yes, he does. And Dwight Howard is physical. And my man, Nikola
Pekovic.
Yes, is one of the toughest bigs I've seen around.
And what's Dwight Howard's name? You can say it.
Dwight Howard.
No, say it.
Super Dwight Howard.
Say it with some energy.
Come on, give us a Superman.
Superman is in the building.
There he goes. There he goes.
Now you ticked off the big fella. That's it for now. Talk to you later.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Bulls in this one. Back in Portland, the Trailblazers kick off the beginning of a homestand. And, of course, Derrick Rose. They'll need someone to fill his role.
Well, as fans, as teammates, there are a lot of people that I'm sure are sad to see him go, given all he brings to the table. But I like what the trade does for him, and I bet it helps him right off the bat. I mean, it also is going to help him long term.
Well, we'll see, because you don't make a change this drastic without having a period of adjustment. So you may be right. We'll see how long it takes and whether this new look roster can gel.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Lopez in at the five down low. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Damian Lillard is a two-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
The first one falls.
And for Lillard, that motivation. Remember, he got cut from Team USA a couple summers ago in favor of Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving, and Lillard calls it wood on the fire. Those things keep him focused and also hungry.
The free throw is good from Lillard.
And remember, Lillard, the former Rookie of the Year, he's had his snubs, but also he's gotten some recognition. Even playing in the Pacific Northwest, he's got his own signature shoe now, and his star definitely on the rise.
Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got his first basket.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
That one's good from the corner. And here's Rondo. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What did you find out, DB?
He has a very specific approach laid out. He told me that they're going to concentrate on working the ball into the paint as much as possible today and taking advantage of what he believes is a significant edge for them on the interior. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Turner with it. Butler covering. Elbow shot is on the way. They get it back. Knocked away. Gibson with the steal. Now Rondo. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. From the line, and it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Rondo.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Butler against Lillard. And it's Turner off the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Lopez a screen. That's a 2 from Butler. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line. Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on.
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. If he could become a little less mechanical with his post game, I think he could even go higher.
Chicago making a switch here. Portis is checked in. That's off as well, so he misses both.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
McCollum with the ball. Butler covering. The dish to Plumlee. Rondo with it. A floater and the rejection by Azili. They get the rebound. Wade. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to Lillard. From past the arc. Trailblazers keep it alive. Plumlee, no luck. Chicago trailing here. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And the Bulls with another miss.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Now here's McCollum. Wade is covering. Azili dishes to Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to Golden State.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Now here's Butler. 20 points for him last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
And not just the scoring, it was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
So for the Trailblazers, Davis is checked in for Azili. Aminu comes in for Plumlee, and it's Napier in for Lillard. Chicago shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Here's Napier, who's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Kicks to Butler. They set the screen. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Napier kicks to Turner. Here's Aminu. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And so here is Chicago. They trail by 3. Rondo passes to Portis. Back to Rondo. Pass to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wade. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass. And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks clocked by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
So for the Trailblazers, Harkless comes in for Evan Turner, and it's Alan Crabb in for McCullough. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mirotic is checked in for Gibson. McDermott comes in for Jimmy Butler. Tony Snell's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Grant in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Napier, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Crabb, passes to Napier. The 3, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Los Angeles Lakers.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense. I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now, here's Grant. Mirotic the screen. And Davis sends it back. Here's Crabb. He feeds it to Aminu. This is to Crabb. He kicks to Aminu. Fires for 3. The shot will not go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Snell. He's guarded by Davis. Grant, right side. And the shot is long.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Here's Nate. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Lock at 6. Feeds to Craig. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Nice shot by McDermott.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Portland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Napier, and it's blocked by Mirotic. They get it back. Here's Crabbe. Misses the 3. Chicago trailing here. In the corner, Snell with it. Three-pointer, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button. You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Now here's McDermott. He's guarded closely. Grant dishes to Snell. Back to Grant. All alone. And Davis pulls it down. Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
Yeah, and how about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So impressive to think they did so well given how many games some of their starting players missed.
Now here's Grant. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Here's Aminu. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Here's Grant. The Blazers getting the bucket, and that one's good. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Portland was just fantastic at home last season. We expect that, though, of this team, Greg. 32-9. It was packed each game.
And Kevin, of that 32-win mark, how about that was the 4th best in the entire league? You don't win your division without winning at home, and Portland definitely took care of business.
Here's Napier.
Well, I tell you what, it seems as though Portland is always good at home. It was 2007 when they last had a losing record in this building. Even when they're down overall, they're always tough at home.
Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's McDermott, defended by Harkless. Mirotic's shot is off.
And unfortunately, guys, for Portland, they didn't have home court advantage in the playoffs. As great as they were at home all year, it could have made a big difference for them in the postseason. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
1:21 left here in the opening quarter. Grant kicks to Mirotic. No good on the three.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Now Aminu, following the three-point attempt by Nikola Mirotic. Clock at 4. The three ball. Grab, good. And now a 7-point Portland lead.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Pass to Portis. There's the pick. It's stolen by Davis. Aminu, the pass to Nathan. It's tipped. 4-on-3 break. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Davis. Plumlee comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Lillard subbed in for Shabazz Napier. And Chicago also making a switch. Gibson's checked in. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here is Mirotic. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Warriors in Oakland. And Plumlee kicks to Lillard. To the middle, here's Harkless, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And doing a great job here, just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead.
He got it!
My goodness. What a terrific shot. Those Hail Mary buckets always take your breath away.
And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. We're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they block or alter.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Or handball.
Or handball.
Either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Ezeli is out there with Plumlee, and it's Turner in at the 3 slot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
And for Rondo, in the trade, he was able to get out of a rebuilding situation in Boston. It immediately helped a playoff contender in Dallas that was looking for help at that point guard position.
free throw missing.
And I tell you what, it was a rough go of things there early on for Rondo and Dallas. And you know, even for great players, it's always an adjustment when you go from a position of comfort to a completely new environment. And even though you're going to a better team, there's going to be some hemming and hawing in terms of your role and how you fit in.
He's off on the second.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state. But what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years. But he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Rondo against Lillard. Rondo kicks to Wade. Here's Gibson, and good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points. Gibson's got 8 points.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Rondo with the steal. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. And that is good. Wade's got his second bucket.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Greg, you brought the topic of Wade. He's had a chance to make several tough mental adjustments throughout his career.
Well, he's always been a guy willing to alter his game for the good of the team. That's why he's got those championship rings, Kevin. You've got to be flexible, not just talent.
Well, when Shaq comes in and joins him, then he had to change away when LeBron came in to play.
Great credit to him.
Yeah.
Great credit to him.
Very admirable.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Ed Davis is checked in for the Trailblazers. Aminu comes in for Mason Plumlee.
One shot.
And the Bulls making a change also. Portis, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. Lopez, no good on the free throw. You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Rondo dishes to Lopez. Now here's Butler. D right on him. The pass to Rondo. 5 on the clock. From deep. They get it back. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
First free throw is good.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Napier's checked in. Both free throws good from Lopez.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Over to the left wing. Stolen by Wade. Pass to Portis. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. Here are the team leaders in steals. You need to play heads up against these squads. Number 1, the Bulls.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Rondo passes to Butler. Lopez sets a screen for Butler. And the Bulls with another miss. Portland leading. Napier kicks to Aminu. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Here's Napier, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Trailblazers leading by 4. And there's the feed to Turner. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 3 assists in the game. Right side, Rondo. The shot by Butler, nobody around. From outside, off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Napier passes to Davis. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Aminu dishes to Turner. Davis sets a screen. And Turner kicks to Aminu. Back to Turner. Shot clock at 6.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Portland did a lot of things right last year in their 51-win season. The one constant for them was how they, Greg, played defense.
You know, Kevin, they were good all season long in terms of staying focused on that side of the ball. Really made sure to challenge every shot, and with their length and reach, they should be a factor defensively.
Yeah, you know, as you said, Portland challenged every shot last season. They were a top 10 team in limiting opponents' shooting percentage.
Gentlemen,
they were also best in the league in limiting three-pointers.
No good on the free throw.
There are a lot of different approaches on defense. Portland challenged shots and didn't make risky plays. They were last in turnovers forced last year, but overall, they had a strong defense.
Harkless is checked in for Portland. Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. And he's good on the second.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
Puts up a 3, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Bulls trail by 5. And it's Rondo penetrating. Mirotic, the pass to Butler. Stymied again with that miss. A subpar 2 for 10 for him.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Here's Harkless. Can't hit. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable. You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was mentioned. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Crabs checked in for McCollum. McDermott's checked in for Chicago. Grant comes in for Rajon Rondo. And so Butler nails both of them. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there, and most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions, and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Snell checked in for Butler. Here's Grant.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team in the way they approach the game. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Crabbe kicks to Aminu, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
That free throw good from Aminu. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
Bulls trail by 5.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. And I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will. Effective screen, set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Davis sets a screen. There's the double team with Grant. Here's Napier. Shot clock at 5. Crabbe, good. Chicago's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. There's a screen. Grant dishes to Mirotic. Lopez outside. Kicks it to McDermott. Lets it go with a 3. Crabbe pulls it in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. It's going to be Harkless shooting. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. So for the Trailblazers, Azili's checked in for Davis. And it's Plumlee in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. And that one misses. As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
Bulls trail by 5. The dish now to Snell. Passes it to Gibson. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. He feeds it to Grant. Now here's McDermott. T right on him. The Bulls keep it alive. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's Napier. He's covered by Grant. Gibson with the steal. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Damian Lillard's checked in for Napier.
Damian Lillard.
Miritich the screen. Now here's McDermott, defended by Harkless. 4 on the clock, poked away. Harkless with the steal. Lillard outside. He dishes it to Plumlee. Back to Lillard. Back to Plumlee. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. The Bulls in second.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. As you mentioned, the Bulls added veteran leaders last season. Pau Gasol was the notable one. 11 Bulls Clark had playoff experience prior to their postseason run a season ago.
And that's invaluable, Kevin, to have that kind of experience. I mean, having Gasol, 2-time champion in the locker room, big, as is having almost a dozen guys who understand the intensity and the details that playoff basketball requires.
Bulls have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Guys, we haven't seen the type of numbers out of them at the line that we'd come to expect, especially after last season.
And the first one drops.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
And on the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history, and Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time, so look for him to bounce back in the years going forward. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Grant the pass to Gibson. 1:16 left in the first half. Here's Snell. Plumlee with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Harkless, and that one is stuffed right through.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. Grant against Lillard. Up top, Harkless. Plumlee with the screen. Elbow shot is on the way. Lillard again missing.
And guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road, to illustrate how good they are on the road, last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise.
And again, it's Portland converting.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Grant. No good again that time.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Lillard. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And so that's the end of the first half. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 13. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne, do you think the defense will be the focus for the second half?
Well, it is. You know, we got to get more stops, and when we get opportunities to get out transition, we got to look up and we got to get the ball up. I think right now we're getting rebounds and we're taking a break. We got to go, man. We got a very deep team. We got to use it. So second half, we're going to look to run a little more.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have amped up home crowd joining us for our halftime report. Ernie Johnson with the illustrious Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a 13-point lead. Shaq, let's get your opinion on their game so far.
Well, the shots were dropping for them. I mean, they was just dropping out of everywhere, dropping out the ceiling, dropping out the popcorn guy, man's hand, whatever. It didn't matter what the defense was. They found a way to get a good look almost every time. You just got to be patient, take as long as they need to keep finding those high percentage shots.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Evan Turner having a fantastic game. He has 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Here's Rondo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. So for Chicago right now, Taj Gibson is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Hey guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
Well, McCollum has struggled with injury. He's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
And the second free throw, good. Bulls trail by 14. Now here's Rondo. Lopez outside. Kicks it out to Gibson. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Lopez, a screen on Lillard. Rondo. The shot no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Drops in the tray. Lillard's got 10 points.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
No good from Gibson. Trailblazers leading by 17. And stolen by Butler. Outside Rondo. Here's Wade, and Turner with the block, and he recovers it. Shot's good by Gibson.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Portland's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. There's the pick. Back to Lillard. It's tipped and stolen by Butler. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. Tipped away.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
In the corner, it's Ezeli. Dishes to Plumlee. Lopez over to help. Ezeli the pass to McCollum. Can't hit. Good D by Lopez.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Portis is checked in for Chicago. For Chicago, they have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line. The free throw off from Lopez. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a load down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Baseline J on the way, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Ed Davis is checked in for Portland. Aminu comes in for Plumlee.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe He can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Rondo dishes to Wade. And again, no good by Chicago. Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
Here's Butler. Sinks the 15-footer. Butler's got 8. Trailblazers leading by 11. And it's Turner off the drive. Here's Davis, and off the glass. That one's good.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Rondo passes to Portis. Rondo kicks to Butler. Pass to Portis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Portis has got his third basket of the night right there. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Aminu, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Shabazz Napier's checked in for Portland. Lopez with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. The lead now cut to single digits. 10 points for Butler.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Checking out the game Shabazz Napier is having. He's got 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Portland.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Good on the second free throw. Bulls trail by 10. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Napier. Feeds to Aminu. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Wade dishes to Lopez. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And a look at the top 3-point shooting small forwards this season in the NBA. Every wingman should have that shot in his arsenal, and these guys certainly do. 5th, Jimmy Butler.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach, Greg. You got to get up into them. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the 3.
Rondo, no good.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Bulls trail by 12. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Wade can't hit.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And it's out of bounds, with Trailblazers able to retain possession here. For the Trailblazers, Reese Harkless comes in for Evan Turner. And it's Alan Crabb in for C.J. McCollum. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mirotic is checked in for Lopez. McDermott comes in for Jimmy Butler. Tony Snell's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Grant in for Rajon Rondo. Trailblazers leading by 12. 3-on-3. This one for 3. Portland again missing. The Bulls shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. There's the pick. Here's Grant. He kicks it to McDermott. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Napier. He's got 9. Now the pass to Crabb. Tries from 10, and the shot falls short this time.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Trailblazers. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, Golden State tied in first place with them.
And for the Trailblazers, what a start to the season it's been for them. I mean, it has taken them no time to find that rhythm. They have looked fantastic from day one.
And, Greg, we knew they had potential, but thought it would take a while. What's been surprising is how quickly they've made it happen.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Snell. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Napier. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Over to the wing. Right side Davis. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
One thing about Ed Davis, guys, he has the physical tools to succeed. The agility of a gazelle and the wingspan of a condor or pterodactyl.
You know, Greg, getting back to Ed Davis, his abilities go beyond physical attributes, strong intangibles. Roy Williams always used to talk about him like this: high basketball IQ.
Yeah, second-generation NBA player. His father, Terry, played a long time. He's humble, he's hungry, and motivated. So a lot of key characteristics, I think, in the success of most players he displays here early in his career.
And he's good on the second.
Tell you what, man, it looks as though the light is officially gone on for Ed Davis. I mean, he drifted around a bit over his first 5 seasons, but he made real strides last year.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket for McDermott. Napier passes to Crabb. And Davis, here we go. That's tipped. They recover it. Here's Aminu. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He is a scorching 86%.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Going back to Ed Davis, his rebounds, field goal percentage were way up last year. He's finally developed the strength to anchor inside, And, Greg, the skill set to convert scoring opportunities as well.
And Kevin, you can see his confidence growing. He just needs to keep at it to reach his full potential.
A different look now for Portland. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Davis. Plumlee comes in for Al-Farouq Amini. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Shabazz Napier. And that one misses. Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard outside. Pass to Harkless. Here's Ezeli. Plays it up and banks it in.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Bulls trail by 10. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Here's Snell. 6 points for him. Grant kicks to Gibson. McDermott, no one around him, nails the wide-open jump shot. McDermott's got 5 points now in the quarter. For Portland, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Now here's Harkless. Defense right on him. Here's Lillard. Rebound collected by Snell.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
And he gets it to go. And that's 13 points for Doug McDermott.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Lillard dishes to Harkless. Plumlee, the pass to Ezeli. Gibson with the steal. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
It's still early on, Kevin, in this new basketball season for Chicago. Here's where they stand in the NBA rankings. First in steals, first in fewest turnovers a game. And no team has been better than them at scoring on second chance opportunities. They do a great job pursuing missed shots, but more importantly, they convert a good percentage of them.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Portland leading by 4. Now Lillard, 10 points for him. And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic.
A moment here to see the numbers for Lillard. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 10 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
And that one's good. Ezeli's got 6.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Lillard attacking. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Snell kicks to Grant. Now here's McDermott, covered by Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Here's McDermott. They grab their own miss. Trailblazers leading by 6. And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Grant. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Portland with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Cram. He's covered by Rondo. They get it again. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
A free throw off from Plumlee. Bulls trail by 8. Outside Rondo. Gibson setting the pick for Rondo. To the paint. Tries from 10. No good from Gibson. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the left side wing. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Harkless. Good on the shot. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. That's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Lillard dishes to Ezeli. The feed to Cram. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Rondo with the ball. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Mirotic's shot is off. Here's Cram. He's covered by Rondo. Three-pointer, Lillard. No good. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 7. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Trailblazers leading by 7. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Plumlee out there with Turner. And it's Ezeli in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws, a testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
And that one falls for Ezeli.
And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically, 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gifts, watch out, watch out.
And so Ezeli nails both of them.
And a footnote to Ezeli, one of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization, and I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports.
Gibson the screen. Lopez kicks to Wade. Outside Butler. Here's Gibson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Plumlee's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Wade outside. Back to Gibson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Gibson. 11 rebounds, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Portland making a change here. Davis is checked in. That one is no good. Portland leading by 10. Lillard outside. Got a piece of it. Gibson with the steal. And it's Rondo penetrating. Kicks down the step back Jay.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Here is Lillard. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Turner passes to Ezeli. Back to Turner. Just 4 to shoot. Bulls trail by 8. Rondo kicks to Lopez. Back to Rondo. Lets it go from the wing. Another miss by Rondo. And for Portland, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Wade against Lillard. And it's Turner off the drive. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for him.
Doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today, no doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
Rondo dishes to Gibson. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
And all the turnovers, guys, are hurting his team. I mean, he's continuing to just give the ball away.
Portland leading by 8. Davis down low, defended by Gibson. McCollum kicks to Lillard, and that one's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, they've been clearly the better team.
There's a screen. Kicks it to Wade. Back to Lopez. Lets it go from 14. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Lillard the pass to Turner. Turner missing again.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with 2 eggs.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Butler. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And Lillard kicks to Ezeli. The dish to McCollum. It's stolen by Wade. Now here's Rondo. Wade with no one around. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard attacking. Out to Turner. Left side Davis. Portland moving the ball. Here's McCollum. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Bulls trail by 6. Lopez sets a screen for Rondo. Kept alive. Lopez with the bucket.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
Lillard outside. Passes it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Davis sets a screen. Here's Azini. No good off the back of the rim. The Bulls have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Scooped up. No good from Wade.
Boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Dishes it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Over in the corner, Turner. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Davis down low, working on Gibson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Ed Davis. Bulls trail by 4. Rondo dishes to Gibson. Portland grabs the miss. Turner's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To end the drought, and McCollum the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Outside Rondo. Gibson the screen. Rondo passes to Butler. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his 5th foul. Portland leading by 6. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Pops in the layup for 2.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Takes a shot at the elbow. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Outside Turner. Gibson with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Butler. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Half the time to go cold. To the middle, here's McCollum. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Gibson, here we go. And that one's good. Now just a 4-point Portland lead.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
Lillard dishes to Aminu, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Wade kicks to Rondo. Gibson the screen, and they double up Rondo. Layup off the pick. And it's laid in by Gibson.
Rondo with the nice dish.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Lillard outside. Turner against Butler. Turner passes to Azili. He feeds it to McCollum. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Pass to Gibson. Outside Butler. Gibson the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Rondo's shot is off. Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Butler against Turner. He dishes it to Azili. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Plumlee is checked in for the Trailblazers. And a change for the Bulls. Mirotic is checked in for Taj Gibson. Bulls trail by 6. Outside Rondo. Lopez, a screen on Lillard. Feeds it to Butler. And stolen by Lillard. Here's Azili. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Jimmy Butler.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
The shot by Turner, no good.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Portland leading by 3. Lillard outside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Their biggest problem is dealing with Lillard. He has 14 points and also 3 nice steals. Whether it's making a tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
2 shots. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. And Chicago has possession. 4-point game. Rondo dishes to Wade. Back to Rondo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mirotic. Is his second attempt at the line, no good.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Bulls trail by 3. Butler on the way. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
To the left wing, and here's McCollum for 3. Offensive rebound. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard. Lopez with the block. And they're able to recover. It's yet again. Can't get it to go. And it's Chicago the other way. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Second chance shot. Lopez, no up. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Down low. Good.
And you're not going to pass up that cover.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Thanks, Doris. .40 seconds left in the fourth. Lopez passes to Butler, and Gibson kicks to Wade. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Here's McCollum. Lillard left side. Out to Turner. 4 on the shot clock. Azili can't nail the jumper. Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 3. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a 5.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
They have a chance to tie it up.
A 3 ball would do just that.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even consider taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 5. 1 second left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
Off the inbound pass, off the mark. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Congratulations, Damian, on a nice win. What does this sort of game say about this team?
I think, first of all, it says that, you know, we got to learn how to keep the lead. We can't let teams put us in that position at the end of the game when we play so well. But I think it showed our composure, our ability to win the game down the stretch when the team had us on our heels in the closing minutes of the game. We found a way to pull it out.
You certainly showed some toughness, Damian. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys have, point guard or otherwise. And there's no question about his scoring ability. Just look at what he did tonight.
His work distributing the basketball was tremendous. Always had his head up, looking to create easy shots for his teammates. It motivates your team when a guy's passing like that. Makes them run lanes faster, cut to the basketball faster, and then that results in success.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.